The compact car class a while ago used to consist of only two very competitive vehicles, the Toyota Corolla and the Honda Civic. However, nowadays the story is much different, with nearly every vehicle in the compact car class being pretty competitive. Kia's entry into the class is the Forte, which got a redesign a couple of years ago. So, is the Forte getting a little dated, or is it still competitive? Well, let's go ahead and find out and check out this 2016 Kia Forte LX. Now, our LX we do have here is equipped with the popular package, which comes with some pretty nice amenities, such as these 16-inch alloy wheels that get rid of the steel wheels. And then also you have a rear view camera, soft touch upper door panels, and an upgraded radio interface. And speaking of the radio interface, it's been slightly revised for the 2016 model year for better ease of use, and it looks a little bit better this time around too. Now, styling on the vehicle is a strong selling point for the Forte. You do have these pretty nice looking projector headlights, and then you have the tiger nose corporate front grille. Overall, fairly stylish vehicle, and one of the best looking vehicles in the class. Now here goes the key fob for the Forte. It's a switchblade key, as you can see. And then you also do have remote keyless entry, of course. Lock, unlock to release your trunk, and then your panic button. Now it's the snow white pearl exterior color, and this is one of the best looking colors in my opinion. It really glows and glistens in the sunlight. You also do have a gray cloth interior. Manual driver's seat adjustments with manual recline. Now, stepping on inside of the Forte here, you're greeted with a decent cabin design. It's pretty stylish overall. Is it the most stylish in the class? Well, not in my opinion, but it's not too bad looking. Now, push button ignition is available on the Forte on higher end trim levels. And what you're hearing there is a 1.8 liter inline 4-cylinder. Coming to your transmission, pretty standard stuff here, nothing too out of the ordinary. It's a 6-speed automatic with manual shiftability. When you put the vehicle into reverse, that displays your rear view camera, and you do get guidance lines, which is pretty nice. And let's go ahead and turn on the lights. They are automatic, and the hazards too. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. LED turn signal indicators integrated onto the mirrors. 16-inch alloy wheels. Halogen projector beam headlights. LED daytime running lights are also an option on the Forte. Pretty bold and aggressive looking front end. Now, under the hood here we have the standard powertrain, which is a 1.8 liter inline 4-cylinder engine that produces 145 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 130 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM, with EPA estimates being 26 in the city and 39 on the highway, running on regular unleaded fuel. It is also front-wheel drive, and this powertrain is dual overhead cam and 16 valves. Your optional powertrain for the Forte is going to be a 2-liter 4-cylinder, but we'll see what this baby could do when we hit the road later in the video. Competitors of the Forte, you have the vehicles in the compact car class, which includes the likes of the Ford Focus, Chevrolet Cruze, Volkswagen Jetta, Nissan Sentra, Hyundai Elantra, Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, and the Dodge Dart. Rear reflectors and a rear window defroster and a shark fin antenna on the top right there. Very stylish side profile here of the Forte. EPA estimates, like I said, for the Forte are 26 in the city and 39 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $19,453. Of course, you have all of your basic powered amenities: power windows, door locks, power mirrors, chrome interior door handles, nice soft touch armrest with nice premium stitching, and a soft touch upper door panel. And let's go ahead and rev it up. The 2016 Kia Forte here, this 1.8 liter four-cylinder provides decent amounts of power, and power is sent to the front wheels as well. The 6-speed automatic transmission, it does shift pretty seamlessly. It works really well with this 1.8 liter four-cylinder here. Now the EPA estimates, like I said, are 26 in the city and 39 on the highway. That's pretty average for the class. It's not the top of the class, but it's not the bottom of the class either. Now, as far as the ride quality goes, it's not the plushest riding vehicle in the class, nor is it the firmest. However, this ride can get firm at times depending on what kind of road you're on. This just isn't really plush a whole lot. And usually when a vehicle has a kind of firm ride quality, usually the handling is pretty good. However, with the Forte, the handling is very numb and it's just not all that precise like how I would expect it to be. Now, the Forte does give some feedback to the driver. However, there certainly are sportier alternatives in the compact class, like the Ford Focus and the Honda Civic. But the Forte is kind of on par with the rest of the class in terms of its handling characteristics. Now, one thing I have to say is that I really do love the spacious interior of the Forte, and then also the seat is pretty comfortable. I found a pretty good driving position. I'm about 5'11", so that's quite nice. So overall, the best parts about driving the Forte is probably its okay fuel efficiency. It's on par with the rest of the class, but it doesn't really offer anything unique. The ride quality is kind of firm. It's not the most plushest ride quality, so it doesn't really have anything going for it in the ride quality area. The fuel efficiency, again, is just okay. It's on par with the rest of the class. It's competitive. The handling characteristics really isn't all that competitive either. However, I will say that the 1.8 liter four-cylinder does provide a sufficient amount of power, but that's really the only thing going for the Forte here. So there are some other vehicles that do have a better ride quality, and there are some that do have better driver engagement. Very nice. Now, as far as build quality and materials go inside of the Forte, it's pretty good. You have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, but this comes with the popular package. It's not standard. Mid door panel is slightly soft touch, and then the armrest is nice and padded. The dashboard is a hard touch plastic, but the graining of the plastics do feel pretty nice. Build quality is average for the class. Some of the interior trim end pieces do creak a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's not too shabby. Overall, build quality and materials are not too bad inside of here. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, the steering wheel is what you will find on the 2014 and 2015 Fortes. It's getting a little dated, to be honest. Kia does have some newer steering wheel designs out. It's okay looking, but you do have your steering wheel mounted audio controls, Bluetooth phone controls, and your voice recognition, and then your cruise control buttons are right there. You also do have a manually tilting and telescoping steering wheel, decent range of adjustment here. Coming to your AC controls, very simple, easy to use, very clearly labeled with big knobs and buttons. Your fan speeds, zones, temperatures. Easy as that, just how it should be. And then down here we also do have your USB port, auxiliary input, and two 12-volt power outlets with a little storage cubby. And then you have dual cup holders right here, parking brake. Down here is your center console storage. Decent amount of center console storage. It's actually pretty darn deep. The center console lid is also nice and soft touch too. Up here we do have your manually dimming rearview mirror, map lights, and your sunglass container. Some nice options that you can get on the Forte do include the larger touchscreen interface with Kia's Uvo system. You can also get heated seats, heated rear seats too, and also LED daytime running lights. You can really get this vehicle very nicely equipped. Now let's get to the main interface here. This is Kia's Uvo system, and the interface has been slightly updated. The responsiveness is much better. Love the rendering behind it too. Your different media sources do include AM, FM, satellite radio, Bluetooth, streaming audio, and then your iPod integration with your USB, and then your auxiliary input. All of the normal stuff here. Your phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth on from your. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone and have all of your contacts stored on here, and then have an integrated dial pad too. Coming to setup, you could change many different settings like the display, like mode pop-up, brightness, and then your media display, and then your sound settings, bass, treble, all that good stuff. Phone settings, you could pair up a phone, go to your paired phone list if you want to delete any phones. Coming to system, you have your language, memory information, and your prompt feedback. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition. FM 107.9.
FM 89.1 or AM 1080.
FM 107.9.
FM 107.9.
It's pretty good at recognizing your voice. You also do have intermittent windshield wipers too. Now coming to the gauges, pretty basic looking gauges overall. At least you do have a little information center right there. Over here we have your tachometer and then your speedometer, full instrumentation for the gauges. Coming in the center right there, it shows you your fuel range and then your average fuel economy, and then you have your trip odometer too. Coming over here we have your active eco button, which helps save fuel a little bit, and then you have your traction control off button, and then your gauge brightness is right here too. Now as far as visibility goes inside of the Forte, it's okay. It's not the best in the class, but I have seen worse. The rearward visibility is okay, but the slightly sloping roofline does decrease the amount of visibility in the rear. The seats are fairly comfortable and they're firm at times, however. The side bolstering is okay, thigh support is okay too. Not the most comfortable seats, but I would take a long road trip in this vehicle. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the Forte. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car. Materials do follow through in the rear slightly. Hard touch upper door panel for the rear, and then the armrest is nice and soft touch. Single mat pocket back here, rear center armrest with cup holders. One thing I do have to say about the Forte is that the interior is actually pretty roomy inside of here. Doesn't feel cramped at all. Alrighty. Trunk space is not too shabby. To fold down the rear seats, you have to pull on these levers right here. Trunk capacity is not too bad though. I like how you can pull it down by this little handle right here too. For the front passenger side, you do have a full manual passenger seat. We also do have your glove box compartment, nice and damp, pretty high quality. So with
Alright.
many luxury goodies available, its lengthy warranty coverage, impressive stylish exterior design, and a great value, the 2016 Kia Forte is an okay choice in the compact car class. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.